Hello, I'm Janet Myatt, and welcome to part one of my video series on how to improve your interpersonal communication. First of all, let's define interpersonal communication as interactions that foster deep and inclusive connections with others based on mutual trust, understanding, and acceptance. The ability to build rapport and deep connection with others creates an environment of safety, cooperation, and co-creativity because we feel supported, valued, and loved. This allows relationships to thrive and our best selves to emerge. The number one reason relationships break down and fall apart is poor communication. And all relationships improve when people learn how to truly listen, share authentically, and work together to find new ways of working things out. Learning how to communicate with others is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself because it helps you close the gap between yourself and others. In this video, I'm going to give you a brief overview of the three primary obstacles to effective communication: perception, core pictures, and core adaptive responses. These are all big issues that will take time to fully understand. So my goal here today is simply to give you a brief overview of what these obstacles are and their impact on communication. So let's begin with the first obstacle, perception. Perception is a way of understanding the world based on our thoughts and beliefs. It's entirely subjective, variable, selective, and biased. It is an outward projection of an inward state of mind. So basically, perception works like a movie that reflects the script we've written in our own mind. We fully believe in our story, despite its inconsistencies with anyone else's stories, and despite the inconsistencies within our own story, because we over-identify with our thoughts and feelings. We believe they make us who we are. And that's because we've forgotten who we are, which is the informing conscious life that thinks and feels, not the product of those thoughts and feelings. That's the ego persona. So the ego persona that we've adopted as our identity is what gets in our way. Within this mindset, we can only perceive what we believe. But what we believe is based on past experiences, which were also processed through perception, or basically through what we believed about the experience at the time. This perception belief library started at birth, when we had no ability to cognitively understand what we were sensing. At a very young age, we began to formulate foundational ideas about who we are, who others are, and our relationship with the world around us. I call these core pictures. As infants and small children, the driving force that compels us revolves around survival of the body and acceptance by our tribe. The basic question is, how can I be safe, loved, worthy, and included in my tribe? How can I get what I want and need? Everyone's personal core picture holds a particular belief that works as an unconscious mantra in the subconscious mind. But they all boil down to some version of, I'm not safe, I'm not worthy, and/or I'm not loved. From this basis, core adaptive patterns arise. Starting in infancy and throughout our formative years, we come up with strategies for getting what we feel we want and need. For example, some children learn to be pleasing while others learn to be demanding. Some focus on objective achievement while others focus on feelings and imagination, and so forth. The important point for today is to understand that the way we learn to deal with stress in our early life greatly affects how we connect with others today. When we are triggered by a person or a situation, we perceive the experience through our core pictures, and our unconscious coping strategy immediately takes over. This makes it very difficult for us to truly listen to others. We find it difficult to be neutral and attend to what the other person is saying because we're not really listening to fully understand the other person. We're really trying to figure out how to ensure our own safety and worth. We have a second internal conversation going on at the same time. When you consider that the other person is also doing this, you can see how messy and unclear communication becomes. Imagine, if you will, two people trying to see each other through two windows that are covered with transparent slides full of memories, beliefs, and programming. Or trying to have a conversation in Grand Central Station full of conflicting sights and sounds. The attention is distorted and divided. To become an effective communicator and truly build successful relationships, we need to first become aware of our core pictures and our knee-jerk coping responses, and be willing to question them and move beyond them so that we can heal emotionally. And secondly, we need to evolve our coping strategies so we can become more internally balanced. I call this gaining mastery over our mental and emotional apparatus. Healing our internal wounds and gaining mastery over our thoughts and emotions enables us to respond to life in a more balanced, trusting, and loving way. It also enables each person to manifest their fullest human potential. In my next video, I'll talk about learning how to listen for understanding. In my experience, this is the foundational skill upon which all others depend. It takes time to get good at it because it requires us to do the work I've just mentioned: heal our core pictures, evolve our coping strategies, and master our thoughts and emotions. To learn more about my spiritually centered interpersonal communication class, please visit me at my website, janetmyatt.com. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to be informed of my upcoming videos, please hit the subscribe button. I look forward to connecting with you and seeing you soon.